Hello everyone. So I'm making okra stew today. However, I boiled the meat, and you probably have seen from my other recipes that I do the same thing when I boil the meat. The meat started boiling, so I'm gonna take all this stuff from the top. Gonna scoop it with this spoon. And then I add onions, cardamoms, and bay leaf, and let it boil until it's done. I usually put the lid on it, keep it a little bit open, and check on it. It's gonna take at least an hour to cook. So today I'm using a different kind of okra that I used in one of my other recipes. This is smaller. Okay, so you can see that this kind of okra, you don't need to cut the top of it. It's already cut, which is nice. I used 3 packages of the okra, which each package is about a pound. Well, actually 14 ounces, a little over a pound. So this is about 3.5 pounds, which I think is good enough for a family. And if your family is small, definitely 1 or 2 would be good enough. So I'm just gonna rinse them with hot water, let them drain, and then deep fry them. The beef has been boiling for an hour and a half. Looks really good, and I know it's done. So I'm just gonna let it stay in the beef broth, and then drain it, take the onions out and the meat out, and then add tomato paste to the beef broth before. All right, so I have my canola oil in the pan here ready, and I got it to heat it before I put the okra in there. So I'm just gonna try one. Just to make sure the oil is hot enough, and then I will add more. It's been about 6 minutes for this okra, and I think it's ready to come out because it's gonna cook in the tomato sauce later. So I'm just gonna drain it. I have a container ready with paper towel in it to absorb the extra fat or oil. So I'm just gonna put it in there and then fry some more until they're all done. So now I have the meat and okra ready, and what's left is real easy. I'll show you when I come back. I'm getting everything ready to fix the okra stew. So I have tomato paste because I'm making so much. I'm using 2 of those small cans. And then I peel 2 heads of garlic. So there's some, and I put some in here so I can smash it for after. When it's about done, like 5 minutes before it's done, I add the smashed garlic just to give it the flavor. However, I'm gonna chop the garlic and saute in canola oil, then add the beef broth with the tomato paste. And I have salt, black pepper, and just a little bit of allspice. I don't want to put too many seasonings, so that way we can have the taste of the okra stand out rather than covered with the seasonings. To continue with preparing the okra, I have the beef already done. Some spinach there. And then so I'm gonna strain it. Like this, so I have the meat in the pot. And even if it comes down to the strainer, I need to get rid of that. And so I add the tomato paste. So each can is 6 ounces. But again, it depends on the taste. Some people like it light and some people like it more tomato taste. So just because I'm cooking too much, if it was like enough for 6 people, I would say that I would use just 1. So that's good enough. So I stir that. So this is ready to add. When I saute the garlic, I would add it to it, and then add the beef to it, let it boil, and then the last thing I would add the okra, because as you know, the okra is being fried, so it doesn't take too much time cooking. All right, it's time to start assembling the okra. So I'm adding a little bit of canola oil to the pot that I'm gonna cook the okra in, and then turn my stove on. Wait until it heats a little bit, and then I'll add the garlic. The oil is hot, so I'm going to add the chopped garlic. Garlic makes the okra taste so good. So I'm gonna saute until light golden brown. Keep stirring. I want it to be as even as possibly can and not burn. So I'll come back when it's ready to add that tomato. Looks like it's ready. It took a couple of minutes, but it looks really good. And then I'm gonna add the beef broth that I just mixed with the tomato paste. And I know I don't want to waste any of that. And then I'm gonna add the salt, a little bit of salt, pepper that I had prepared before, and just a touch of allspice. Mix it all together. When it comes to boil, I'll add the beef. Now the tomato sauce is boiling, so I'm gonna add the cooked beef to it. and just let it boil for a while. I just tasted the sauce, tastes amazing. So I'm just gonna let it cook on low because I'm not really in a rush. I don't want to add the okra until the end. Like the okra needs to cook like 10 minutes in the sauce towards the end. Beef and tomatoes have boiled for about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna add the okra. And let it boil together maybe for around 10 minutes, and then add the smashed garlic and turn it off, and it'll be done. And I will serve it over rice or quinoa according to who's eating. But that's gonna be so yummy. I tasted the sauce and it's wonderful. Still, when I add the garlic, it has a little bit of salt in it. So I think I don't need to add any more salt. It'll be great. So I'll show you a picture when I serve it. صحتين وعافية. The okra stew has been boiling for about 10 minutes. So I'm going to add the smashed garlic with salt. That would be my last step. And let it boil for another 5 minutes, and I just turn it off because we don't want to cook the okra too much. So let it boil, and it can be for another 5-10 minutes.